When someone asks you about the best driving experiences, no doubt one brand comes to mind. And it starts with a P, ends with an E. It is what you think it is. It is Porsche and the Boxster Spyder that we have here, 981. Arguably one of the most famous Boxsters that you have seen in Malaysia and always present at Chin Swee Temple every Saturday morning. Let's take a look. All right. Okay, let's go. So here, this is legendary Thomas.
Hello, hi guys.
I think you know him and his car also. If you're visiting a temple, if you're very pious and if you're very religious and always visit temple, you'll see this car very often.
There's a temple up in Chin Swee.
Yeah.
Wash money got 清水嘛. Wash money temple.
So I assume you've watched a lot and you're now able to come here to give it some well-needed upgrades.
Yes.
And can you tell us a bit about what you're doing and why you're doing it?
Well, I owned the car for 4 years now. I always liked the car stock. I thought it was perfect as a sports car. It's not motorsport, but it's a sports car. It sounds great, it has good power, but I feel that after 4 years of ownership, I want to spice up the relationship a little bit, right? One of the two things I noticed as I drive more and more, the car has a bit of a torque dip. When I need the torque the most, it always dips down because of the gear ratio, number one, and number two is just the way the engine is tuned.
Have you ever wished that it was a PDK instead of a manual?
No. It is meant to be a manual.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the manual shifting. Just that, if you look at the dyno, between 3 to 4,000. Now, those of you who drive a lot of B roads, that's when you know that you're going slow corners. You want to exit out the slow corner.
Yes.
You can't go too high. You can't go too high RPM because you don't want to lose traction. But then at that spot when you need the top, it goes down. And then if you're going mid-speed corner, then you're around between 3 to 4, maybe. Then another dip happens over there.
Right. So you're addressing this problem.
Correct. And then when you're gear 2, you're always, and the gear 2 is so long, you're always sitting in this. So imagine you come up from 3 to 4,000, those twice you get the top dip. So oftentimes I feel like the car needs a bit more urgency.
Okay. So
I'm not racing, but I want to feel more alive with the car,
So after 4 years of self-poisoning,
can we upgrade a little bit lah. Yeah.
So tell us a bit about what you're doing to the car next.
Okay, so I'm sending the Mike's garage. We're going to get stage 2 tuning, DNA motorsport tuning.
Right.
And we're going to put in a 100-cell sports cap.
Okay.
And I'm trying to preserve the sound of the car. So I don't want to...
Sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Let's cut to the B-roll there. And then you're going to do something else as well to address the gearing as well, as I assume.
Yes. So after the power side is done, I'll send over to Autoholics and Julian shared about being able to shorten the gear. Right. So gear 3 is able to be shortened up to like 16% with Sharkwerks. 3, 4, 5 gets to shorten. Yeah.
And that will give you the rowing that you need to go through these corners.
Yeah. So actually I want to have gear 2 shortened also, but price consideration, the price because you have to do the main shaft for gear 2.
Right.
So the price is almost like double, right?
Right.
So I'm only doing 3, 4. And I think it's a good thing because it's still a touring car. It's not a motorsport car.
So you get the mid range, the tauge
so you're higher on the rev range, okay?
Yes.
But number 2, we're going to put in also a lightweight flywheel, single mass flywheel because Spyders run dual mass.
GT.
So you want the car to be more urgent when you need it,
yes.
and then sport clutch. So we'll see what happens from there. But I'm pretty confident that the car will feel more urgent.
Okay, so I think I'm looking forward to this as well when it comes into the shop. This should be quite nice. Maybe on a side take also, I want to ask you, I mean, since you drive a lot of particular road to a certain tempo. Any tips on driving? And basically, I mean, like what you say, we're not racers here. This is not motorsports, right? But how can we enjoy our drive and do it safely as well? Any tips for our viewers out there?
I think don't race.
Okay.
I think the first tip, don't race. I think the worst thing you can do is race. Enjoy your car. Don't try to racing is the worst, because when you're racing, and especially for a lot of people who are not trained racers, they look at the car, they don't look at the road, right? And that's when you get in trouble, because the only thing that matters is you and the road, right? So sometimes we get this impression a lot of people buy sports cars is to go fast, but actually we just want the sensation, right? You just want the speed. You enjoy the car within your limits. Safety first, There's no one's going to hand you a medal when you get to the top of the temple first, right?
Amen to that, man.
Yeah. The winner is the one that gets to drive every week. Right? Right?
Speechless.
Yeah.
Truer words have never been said. Winner is the one that can drive every week.
Correct.
I agree. And if you crash your car, then you don't.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for Thomas, and I think we're looking forward to this build as well. So we are definitely. I'm excited to see what comes out of it when we shorten the gears.
Me too.
And maybe one day you take me for a drive lah.
Can, yeah.
Boleh,
I'm looking forward to it, because I think, Autoholics and Julian, you guys understand that I want a stock plus kind of car. Exactly. I don't want it to be too crazy. I just want to still look and feel stock, but like throw a bit of pepper, a bit of salt.
A bit of salt and pepper into it lah.
Yeah.
And maybe a bit of mustard as well. Just spice it up a bit more.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think, yes, I agree. Stock plus, that's what we do. So I'm looking forward to this, and thank you so much.
Looking forward to, right? Looking forward to drive this in Thailand. Yeah.
Set up. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks, bro.
Cheers. Thanks.
If you're watching this video, obviously you'll know about the 981 Cayman GT4. Now, why are we talking about that? Is because the transmission and engine in that one is exactly as the same as this car we're featuring today, and it suffers with one big problem, which is the gears are just a bit too long, and that's what we're going to solve with the Sharkwerks Regear kit. So now, through gears 3 to 5, which is the Tauge range, if you know what I mean, you will now be able to pull out the car more longer into the torque curve and into the band, driving more effectively, more fun, but also having the overdrive so that you do not have to suffer on the highways. And that's what we're going to do with this Sharkwerks Regear kit. So now the Boxster Spyder has left. What a beautiful car. We are left with our mission for today, and that is a heart transplanted weapon on the road. Stay tuned.